Hello, and welcome to.
Episode 5 of Sundays Are for Contemplation.
I can't believe it's already been 5 weeks. Crazy.
I know. Wait, it's crazy to think, yeah, each episode is how many weeks we've been on. I didn't even in my head, we've been doing this for 2 years.
I feel like for me, shorter. I feel like it's been more like 2 weeks that we've done this since like the third episode.
Yeah,
Time is funny. Time is
time is a
funny.
blur. Yep. That reminds me of a phrase that, my boss was telling me the other day at my day job. He was just like, time is the one thing that we all have the same. And apparently, it's some really famous priest said that once. And I thought about it and it was deep and I was like, I guess you're right.
Yeah,
So, I don't
time.
know.
Very interesting.
Just speaks to what we prioritize and stuff. But funnily enough, on the topic of time, if it was me deciding what to do in a 24-hour day, 2 weeks from now,
27th of December, to be exact.
yes, we have a 24-hour sort of marathon going on X where each hour on the hour we have a different activity. Um that we're organizing for the foundation. And yeah, it's going to be really cool. We're going to have classes, we're going to have games, we're going to have community spaces, chats with all types of people in the space. And I'm excited. It's 2 days after Christmas, 4 days before New Year's Eve, I think. So it's right in the midst of all of the holidays. But yeah.
Yeah, do you want to go more into detail about it? I mean,
Yeah,
well,
I
we,
mean,
we have to give some teasers because, like, just talking about this might sound boring, but I think before we hopped on this podcast, we were kind of discussing the itinerary and we were just like laughing about because we want
mhm.
this to be very friendly, very much like a Christmas party or holiday party. And then we were also thinking like getting all these strangers to like talk on the internet can be scary. So we were like, what better way than to just copy corporate like building team building exercises, and that's kind of where we
Mhm.
got a lot of our ideas from. But
Yeah.
I'm excited. I'm excited. These games sound like a lot of fun, and I can't wait to like meet all the people.
Yeah,
Meet. Yeah, sorry.
no, I was gonna say one of our other events also is I'm pretty sure we're gonna be doing the Meet Your Pen Pal activity. And I just reached out to my pen pal and I'm super excited to get to know them better. I just feel like what we're doing is kind of silly, but also what the community needs. And yeah, it's just nice because I guess as a foundation, I don't know, one of our main priorities has been this community gathering and just being able to do that and having an area of life where it's not super serious and we can all just kind of talk about whatever we want. It's nice and because imagine we could be super corporate with this too, and it's that's
Yeah, no,
not
I
what we want to
actually
do.
agree. Yeah, because I think there is time and place for like the corporate, more professional academic side, and I think in the future some of our events will be more structured like this. I know we have in the lineup, we're partnering with some universities to do some like seminars more focused on like emerging technologies and digital art, and this will be a lot more corporate. But again,
Yeah.
like our goal is to incorporate, the I don't want to say the average, but like the everyday person into wanting to learn about this. And I think these kind of very easy, like not intimidating ways of doing these community events are like a great way to like, I guess, onboard people into wanting to learn about technology so they don't have to feel that it's very like if they don't have a background in this or if they aren't working in a specific field. I think this is kind of why we structured this 24-hour
Hmm.
special, and we also wanted it to be accessible to everyone around the world, so that's why it's 24 hours and we didn't just focus on one
Yeah.
time. So it's gonna be exciting. I'm gonna be staying up for all 24, so I know by the end of it, it's gonna be fun. And I think we're looking at the time period right now, and little spoiler. I mean, we'll be posting the full itinerary later on this week once we have things a little bit more clear, and like some like guest speakers that are coming,
Yeah.
inshallah, to to help us out with this. But yeah, a little spoiler. I think Soph and I are going to be doing a little play for you guys.
This is my favorite spoiler. I'm actually so excited. I'm it started off as a joke and it's not a joke, guys. We're doing it.
We're gonna read a little. Yeah, we're not gonna say
Yeah.
what poem what play, but it's a
What
classic,
play?
and I think it's gonna be really interesting because I
Yeah.
have very
Mariano's gonna be Julia.
yeah,
Just kidding.
yeah. But yeah, I'm excited because I mean you I feel like are more you're like a I don't want to say like a word person. That's not the right way of saying it, but I feel like you're like a literature like very. I mean, I do enjoy literature and I like reading, but I
Hmm.
feel like even in like middle school where we'd had to do like drama class and like all the acting and like reading
Yeah.
scripts, like I was never good at that. So it's gonna be very interesting. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to be in my role of the person that I have to play, but
Yeah.
no judgment, guys. We're just about getting
I
out of our comfort zones, you know?
That's so true. I think it is about that. And I'm really looking forward to seeing what also too, like if we assign other characters, like who's gonna play what, how well they're gonna do it. Yano is forced to do this under contract, actually. We wrote it in his employment contract. He has to participate in this play.
Yeah, he does. He doesn't even know about it, but he does.
Yeah. And for all intents and purposes, that was a joke. I'm just like, my legal side is coming out. I'm like, there's no contract. There's no clause. I really wanted to do a Law 101 class, but that was immediately shot down because it was too boring for the
I mean, not boring,
space.
but I, I think law can be a little. We were talking about like also doing
Tricky.
like, in politics or law, and it's just like why. I mean, it's important to talk about and learn, but I think in this again, going back to what we want this
Mm,
like space, 24-hour space to be about, is I think more about. I don't want to say like good things because I do think again important to learn about politics and what's going on, but I don't know. It could just get too controversial, and the vibes can just become very aggressive and
no, I get it. It's a sensitive topic, and it's just like everyone has differing opinions, and obviously, when it's like opinions impacting people's lives, like
yeah,
it's
of
always
course.
up in the air. You know what I mean?
And
Like
I
you
mean,
can't have, yeah,
yeah, yeah. And I think like in the future would be great to be able to have these kind of discussions, but I think we need to like build up to that first. Like we
yeah,
have to get people to like again to the I don't know, like not I don't know, encourage dialogue and trying to understand different approaches to seeing things, but still maintaining this please and thank you that Mariana talked about in the space the other day, you know, like very
yeah.
much mindful and trying to understand other perspectives. And I think in this
Mm,
24-hour space with the amount of wine that I'm going to be having, I don't even know if I will be capable of having this mentality, but it's something we work on every day.
yeah. This is so random, but like because this like podcast is recorded, like sometimes I like space out in the distance and then I like realize that it's recorded and I'm like, I wonder if anyone watching this also like realizes when I space out. I'm like that's just kind of funny. But yeah. Anywho.
Okay, back to the itinerary. Let's get a little more sneak peeks of what we're going to do. I know we have a friend that is doing a little jazz concert for us. Did we speak about it
Mhm.
last week? I can't remember.
I think we might have briefly mentioned it. I mean, we've been posting about it and
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, because she gave us the a little sneak peek.
yeah,
So I'm
like
very
the
excited
yeah.
about that. I mean, I always love when like artists are just doing their thing and being like, yeah, like let me help out, and I think it's great.
Mhm.
Like I'm very excited, and
Yeah. Also with the little concert, I'm excited because it's like holiday songs but in a jazzy bossa nova style and I was totally expecting like regular holiday music and I was like, okay, like
like
throw
busting.
in a
That's
little
it's so
yeah.
cool. Like that's like, can I use the word like cunty? Is
Yeah, you could say that.
again like yeah, yeah, yeah. Like I'm very excited for it, and let's see. Let me look. I'm looking at the itinerary right now that we were just working on, trying
Yeah.
to remember of all the crazy ideas. If this 24-hour party isn't a crazy idea,
I
I'm
mean,
just
it's just
you know what my fear is? I'm
what's your
scared it's
fear?
gonna be a great hit, and now that every year we're gonna have to do this, and I'm like, it's gonna be like one. I mean, as if I don't pull nighters, but still, like, I'm like, what if every year now we have to do something like this?
I honestly I my thing that's going to be really funny is for me after it's over, I feel like there's going to be a lot of like noise still but we're all going to be asleep because we've been up for 24 hours. It's like whatever happens in the 12 hours after the space, that's like the liminal zone. That's
Yeah,
purgatory.
like, I will be non-existent.
Yeah. But no,
I
next
will
year
have
we'll
ascended, backscended, rescended.
send it. Yeah. I'm also like next year like if we happen to do this again, like we should be in person at the same time like doing it.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
Which, yeah, also for the record, this is the first time that me and you hop on the podcast like separate.
Yeah. Oh, right. I forgot to mention. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're in Madrid. I'm just in Mexico City right now,
Mhm.
but Soph is going to be going to Qatar soon, and that's very exciting.
Mhm.
So she was talking about how like she's going to be doing a couple of the events in the podcast, or I mean the podcast
The space.
in the space, and she was just like, oh, there might people I might just be talking, and they're just going to hear like the call to prayer. It's like, oh my god, that's so true. No, I love it. I love it. Like
Mhm.
that's
No,
what we want.
the time zones is going to be interesting, and I think there's going to be a time and place for anyone around the world to join whenever they're awake and have a like 20 minutes or an hour or 2 hours they want to dedicate. But yeah.
Okay, sorry. Back to the itinerary because we've been going off the
Yeah.
topic a bit.
Well, sorry to be off topic again. I'm just excited for next week's podcast episode because we're going to be recapping everything that happened probably.
Yeah, that's gonna be a shit
It's
show.
either going to be yeah, it's either, well, you got to be careful with your words here because I'm like it's going to go really great, I think.
Yeah. No, I
Or it
think it's
could go
gonna go
bad,
really
but
great, but I think it's I mean, to me, like chaos can be really great because it's unexpected. Or not to get philosophical again off the itinerary talk, but I think I thrive in the shit shows.
mm,
I like I love the adrenaline and I love just I don't know, like the whole
yeah.
aspect of even the event like managing the events that we've done with Rita Campos, like when things are going like in the moment I'm like, "Oh my god, I like why did I do this to myself? Like, oh, I
Mhm.
should have prepped better." But I like love the adrenaline rush of like making things happen and being creative when things go wrong. I think it's something like as like a ballet dancer, since we would always perform live, it was always like you just have to keep going and act like you didn't make a mistake or something didn't happen. And like it's like this improv thing that I don't know, I just thrive in the chaos. But
I
so I'm
like that.
excited. That's why I'm like, it's gonna be a shit show, and I'm excited for that.
That's such a beautiful take actually. I love that.
Thank you.
Yeah. So I'm saying people never know when you like make an error. They think it's
Yeah,
just all part of the show.
yeah.
Next, when is it? Saturday? 2 Saturdays from now? Next Saturday?
I thought it was on a Friday. Friday going to
Yeah,
Saturday.
actually, maybe it's 2 weeks from now, the podcast episode that we're going to be recapping, not next
Oh, no.
week.
Yeah, yeah.
Might be my bad.
No, honestly, good. We need a little more time to make sure that
Yeah.
this 24-hour event is.
Oh my god, we should dress up in Santa hats for next week's podcast episode.
Yeah, we should. I'll see what I can do.
Jingle, jingle halal.
Oh my god, I'm so excited. I'm so
Yeah,
excited for you to like tell me like what Christmas is like
with celebrating with my Muslims.
with your Muslim friends. Yeah,
Yeah,
I didn't
like
get that.
we're,
Like, no,
huh?
when I was living in Turkey, I didn't get because I went in January. I did get to go for Ramadan, which was really cool, super cool
That is
experience.
cool.
Like I
Yeah,
love like the whole community like coming together and
yeah.
just eating so much food. It was really great.
Anyway, back to back to the itinerary.
Okay,
Well, one of the events is going to be like, or do we stick to that like a cultural show and tell?
yeah, but
Okay, yeah,
culture.
I'm looking forward to that because it's just like because our community is so diverse, like everyone is I just want someone to be like spilling random facts about where they're from, like where else you may never get the chance to like actually like, you
Yeah,
know.
I think that would be a great place for you to talk about your experience and like. I love your roommate. She's already has like an entire like Christmas brunch planned with her and all her friends, and we're like, Nana, like
Yeah.
Christmas here.
Which religion goes harder with the holidays?
I think in that point, it's not religion. I think it's just the culture. I think
Yeah.
it's just the culture. Some people just enjoy community and partying and any excuse to do so. Like I was talking to my like my boss, also my day job. I mean, she's Spanish. I mean, so it's the cultural difference isn't that big. But when she was just we were talking about like coming back, she's like, yeah, like we have holidays off until like the 5th, like like Reyes, which is like
Three Kings Day.
Three Kings Day. I was like, oh yeah, 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 like I get it. And she's like, oh, you guys celebrate it over there in Mexico? I was like, yeah, any excuse to like desmadre. I don't know how to say that, but yeah. So it was just it's funny culture and partying and having
Yeah.
community. I mean, this is what we want this event to be like, and we would love to get different perspectives to different people. And um,
Mhm.
I'm very excited for this part of the itinerary. Um,
Me too.
let's see. I'm looking at it right now. What other sneak peeks can I give? I mean, you guys are gonna know all about this in like a week when we formally post the itinerary, so you guys can kind of schedule your day to whatever events you want to join. Oh, this one's
Mm.
good. Another spoiler. I think you guys should have your. Actually, I don't know if I should do this one or the thing that we were talking to like Sinbad was sending us. Should we do that one a little bit earlier, or should we do the one about the storytelling? I mean, they're both kind of similar, but which one do you think we should reveal?
To tell you the truth, I'm a little lost.
Okay.
You choose. I don't know.
Okay. Mm, so I think what we okay. Okay, actually I'll do this one because I feel like this is less you gotta start prepping for it. It's not that exciting, but we just thought it would be funny, especially towards I think we're putting it towards the end of the event when we're all like dying and exhausted. So I think we're just gonna post like on our threads, we're just gonna do like a meme thread. So we just want people to post their best memes and I guess just I don't know, so just start looking for your favorite memes to just start like sharing with the community. I think
Yeah.
it'd be a great way to end like the event is just with laughter. Again, like that you never have an original thought because I feel like so many people can relate to these memes
Mm-hmm.
anywhere in the world. Like I'm very excited and
A little make your own meme workshop vibe.
yeah. I
Yeah,
mean
that
that
would be
too.
good.
Um I don't know, is there any other event that you're excited about to talk about?
I mean, I'm kind of taking the lead for like a 3 hour block in the middle of like the play and kind of like the last like 6 hours of our space. I'm also trying to lead some sort of poetry session, whether that be like everyone write your own poem or like everyone share like some poetry. It's obviously for anyone who doesn't know, it's like one of my passions. I love to like write poetry and I have been for like years now. And I just think that for me, it's gonna be fun trying to like get people to like do that. And I haven't really fully worked out the details yet, but that's also in between again the play, which is more of like literature, and then we have another thing after that, which is also words based, which I'm supposed to be leading. So it's gonna be like 11 a.m. my time. I think that's when I start everything, and then for the 4 or 5 hour block, it's just gonna be me yapping basically for the entire time period. And I'm nervous. I'm excited. I'm don't even know if anyone is gonna show up for that,
I'll be there.
but
I mean,
yeah,
again, I'm not good with words, but I'll be there to support it and I mean,
it'll be
yeah.
interesting.
What else? Any other exciting things that we can hmm.
I mean, everything is kind of exciting. I just think also right now with the, I guess direction of the podcast, just a little side note. I'm really excited to get to interview people potentially soon. Like I think right now just because we've just started and like come out of such a busy time, like we haven't had any interviews yet, but we definitely have been in contact with some people who are interested. And when the new year starts, that's an event I'm looking forward to. We have like a sort of year workshop where it's like reflecting on the year that's passed and the one that's upcoming and like that sort of stuff. Like I love to do that in my daily life because I don't know, I just get excited about like the future and planning things. But yeah, like personally for the direction of the podcast, like if anyone who's listening to this also wants to be featured, like don't hesitate to reach out to us.
Yeah, because we need some more talent because I think
Yeah.
we're running dry off of like creativity. There's a fine line between like creative, like new, like intellectual thoughts and just like random shit that comes into our minds that we think
Yeah.
that oh, we sound so smart, and then we're like, what?
Yeah. And like we've interviewed also Sinbad,
hmm.
Mariano. I mean, obviously, barely interviewed him. I mean, he's just like another part of the team. And so I want to branch out and like,
Yeah, well, yeah, get to know the community better, and I think better understand. Like again, like we're very excited about like what we've done with the campus and the foundation, but I think we can always learn and meet new people, and that, yeah, I mean that's my favorite part of this job.
mm-hmm.
I've been sick for like a month. It's been going around though, like,
No, me too. I'm like, I'm dying.
but I feel like even here in like Mexico, like everyone's like, "Oh, I'm sick." I'm like,
COVID part three,
part four at this point. I don't know.
something.
Yeah. What else?
Yeah.
I think yeah. So
I think that pretty much sums it up.
up with
Like,
what's coming up.
we're gonna be like refining it further, but like really announcing it. I mean, with this podcast episode and just
Yeah.
further on the timeline, I'm excited to like get more time to just like announce everything. But yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we could talk, I guess. We haven't really talked about Florence that much in our involvement. I think we're all still, I mean, there's so many really exciting things happening for that.
Mm-hmm.
And I think like the role again where the foundation is probably going to take is probably partnering with like some universities and, like I said, working on some seminars. We're also looking into, I believe, an art residency. We're exploring that right now, and I'm very excited to see and hopefully announce to you guys soon an art residency that you guys can apply to, and we would love to see you there, if it's
Mhm.
digitally or in person. We're excited. We're very excited for the new year. A lot of things are happening really quickly,
Mhm. Yes.
and yeah, I don't know if there's anything else you want to say.
No, I don't think so. I'm really eager to announce this, to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry, I don't know if you guys. Hopefully, then the echo cancellation.
Mm.
Yeah.
I heard a little bit, but all right.
It's
Well, thank you everyone for tuning into episode 5. It was short but sweet and just opening up Pandora's box for what's to come. Yeah.
very excited. All right.
Peace
Well,
out.
wait and hope.